The Russian Empire, one of the biggest and most powerful countries during EU5's time frame. But, as all of you will know, Russia doesn't actually exist in the year 1337 when EU5 starts. Only Muscovy does, the country that historically formed Russia, and Muscovy isn't even the most powerful Russian country. However, the year is not 1337, it's 1571. After already starting as Muscovy, we have formed the Russian Tsardom. We're absolutely the biggest country in Europe and beyond, and we own all of this either directly or through subjects. We're super rich, we're building buildings, we're trading, we're building infrastructure, but it's not all fine and dandy. Because if you look up here, we're in the time of troubles, one of the biggest disasters to ever happen to the Russian Empire. Can we get out of it? Will we collapse? What's gonna happen next? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out. So let's jump in as the Russian Tsardom in Europa Universalis 5. Alright, here we are back as the Russian Empire, ladies and gentlemen, for what is the third and probably final time. You guys asked for it, I'm here to deliver it, and you know, after leaving off on such a cliffhanger last time, spoiler alert, this is the cliffhanger, we just, you know, couldn't bear to not witness what would happen next. But yeah, man, aside from us being in the time of troubles, we are doing pretty well, like I said, or we were doing pretty well. We were making money and stuff like that. We were expanding super rapidly. We just conquered all of this from Georgia and Astrakhan and them, mega control and stuff like that. And the reason we actually got the time of troubles last time, check out episodes 1 and 2, by the way, if you haven't. They're absolutely awesome. Although you don't have to, you'll get caught up pretty quickly. You know, I wanted to get rid of a noble's privilege, which decreased our control by 5%. That tanked us by 70-something stability. It took us below zero, below zero. And it had a 10% monthly chance of happening. Obviously, it happened within like 2 or 3 months, and it tanked us by 50 more stability. So now we're at negative 51, and this is what we need to do to get out of it. We need more than 90 legitimacy and more than 18 stability, or for it to happen for 15 years. It's gonna be very painful, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what are we gonna do? But yeah, man, aside from that, it's just gonna be trying to get rid of the time of troubles here in the early part of this video. And after that, man, if nothing too bad happens for us, if we don't blow up or something, we're just gonna continue, you know, annexing our subjects. We are currently annexing these guys and Perm, so that will be lovely. We're doing colonization over here as well, so expanding into the Siberian frontier. And yeah, I'm just not gonna do wars and stuff like that. We're gonna completely chill, try and not bankrupt until this is somehow over. Let's just pray for events, man. Let's just pray for events. Even one 7 stability event would help out a lot. And there we go. Perm has actually been annexed, which is lovely. We won't get cores on any of that because the Komi culture is quite big. However, I did improve with it, so it's actually really cheap to accept, which I will do. Very nice. So we'll get cores on all of this as soon as another month ticks over. There we go. That's very nice. Yeah, very nice. I like that. But yeah, I think to not die right here, man, especially because we're, you know, a lot of these estates aren't paying us taxes. We are gonna have to mint max. Yeah, we are gonna have to mint max. That's literally the only way for us to not lose money. And of course, I'm stab maxing as well just to get up faster. Dude, what the hell? Even with stab maxing, what am I spending money on now? I don't get it. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I knew we'd have more events. I knew it's not as simple as it seems. Look, 20 stability, bro. My god. There's probably no point in stab maxing, is there? I think we really just gotta wait 15 years, dude. Damn. Obviously, though, we can't stop integrating either. So, we gotta keep doing it. I do have one guy on stabilization. Not that it's helping too much, but... chilling, waiting, had a couple of more bad events. Our heir died, lost a little bit of stab, but there we go. Another subject has been annexed. I'm currently annexing these guys as well. Integration is going pretty quickly. No rebellion troubles. Really, we're just losing money, man. At certain points, not that much. So it's not as bad as I thought it'd be, but you know, sometimes it'll go down to like negative 300 or whatnot. I've never been in a position where we made money as well. Additionally, as soon as a month takes over, this other colony will be done, which is perfect. You know, even though we're spending only like 5 or 10 ducats on colonizing, I am also gonna pause colonization for a little bit. Let's just literally do nothing until this is over, dude. It's been only 5 years, so yeah. But yeah, after that, man, if all goes well, I will continue our conquest of the Northern Caucasus right here, wrap that up, lock down this southern border, and then we'll, you know, poke into a couple of these guys, and we'll see, you know, if we can do like Romania, some other minor guys over here, Kiev. Some of these guys are actually pretty powerful. Oh my god, just ugh. So we either lose 50 stability and piss off the nobles a lot, and we lose universal serfdom, which is actually pretty powerful for us, or we just make the peasants hate us even more, and we go full serfdom. And same event again. So a pretty important event right here. We can have our ruler die and make him be insane. Actually, we make him insane until he dies. He's 41, so that's quite a while for insanity. And also he becomes, well, stupid. Or we can get this new guy in, who's actually pretty good. Now, I don't even know what guy this is. We did lose our original dynasty, you know, the Rurikovich guys. Technically we didn't. We lost it just because we had a princess and she married the Bulgarian guy or something like that, but dude, this sucks ass. Let's get this guy in, frick it. Alright, we just gotta make it to like September, I think. Or maybe even more than that. I don't know how the game calculates 15 years. Okay, I didn't mint max for a little bit. Now I'm mint maxing again. Actually making money now. And there it is. There's the end of the time of troubles. For 20 years, prosperity, blah, blah, blah. We don't get stability back. And a state satisfaction equilibrium 50, 67, 50, 50, 58, 66. Great. Okay, we just gotta wait for these guys to get happier to start paying us. And we got about 20,000 ducats worth of loans we gotta pay. Okay, but now that that's done, we're officially just integrating up the last couple of provinces. Now, I did get CBs on some of these guys down here. And if I do this, it'll be, it's them again. Okay, so back to spying on these guys and those guys. Once we wrap this up, I'll get into it with some of these guys. Stop! Are you enjoying the final episode of our Muscovy to Russia Grand Campaign super long ass playthrough that this is part 3 of? So am I, so am I. And because you are, why not leave a like? It lets me know that you like this video and that you want to see more of it. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it, or I'll send you to the gulag. Okay, back to our playthrough. Another subject has been annexed, which means we only got 4 more vassals / fiefdoms. These 2 guys that I got from annexing someone, and these 2 guys right here. Let's do them as well. Okay, let's go. It's literally only 1 location here anyway. Finally, back to wartime, man. Love it. Well, there we go. First war of this video wrapped up. Those guys have been eaten up. Now we're gonna hit Kalmyk County right here. County, which are allied to Nogai with expansion into the steppes. Do we push into Khorasan? I don't know. You guys know I like keeping it simple. Maybe we just go for Kipchak or something like that. Yeah, that seems simple enough. Okay, I'll eat up Nogai here too. Let's just move the army. Okay, and there's our declaration on these guys. Perfect. Do they have a fort? Of course they don't. Well, no guy does, but frick it. Oh, but it feels good being out of the time of troubles, man. Yeah, but how are you guys enjoying this playthrough so far, man? A lot of you are liking it. I'm liking it as well. You know, I can't believe we waited so long to play Muscovy and stuff like that and do Russia, but, you know, it's always more fun if you savor it a little bit, at least for myself. But like I mentioned last time, man, you know, some other big and important guys we haven't done is, you know, I've never done Prussia. Definitely want to do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Definitely want to do that. Mamluks we still haven't played. I can't believe that either. And, you know, I want to do Persia too, but I'm kind of scared of all the, it's just, this region is irritating to look at with all of this, uncolonized stuff, but I guess you get over it sooner or later. Not uncolonized, impassable is what I meant. You know what I mean. Okay, so that's a wrap on this war. I will be taking all of this. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Finally, more integration. Now, someone also mentioned last time that we can get another cabinet slot from some law, man, in the comments. But I don't know if that's something you research or you just flip to. It's not this. There it is. You guys are right. Holy shit. Yeah. 10% crown power and a cabinet seat. Now, of course, it is weaker crown power-wise than Favor the Ruler, but dude, it's a cabinet seat. Yeah, good thing we didn't play too long as Russia last time, but I'm glad I know it now, man. I'm glad I know it now, yeah. Yeah, easy. Next parliament, we'll swap to it. And that's in literally 10 months. Perfect, dude, yeah. A shout out to whoever commented that, man. I think there was more than one comment, but shout out to all of you. Yeah, integration is so quick, man. Integration is so quick. You know, I wonder, because, yeah, these guys aren't in the steppes anymore. So will we have that CB on Chet Urgis County? Gotta be my favorite horde. No. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Well, it makes sense that it's only on the guys in the steppe, but what about make tributary? Because this is 0, but the thing is, do we have to make them a tributary in order to... Yeah, this war forbids us to conquer any location directly. Okay, I'm glad that's there. We can still do religious war. It's slightly better than parliament. We're just not a great power to where we can threaten war, man. Yeah, and this is probably the final video I'm going to play on 1.2. I'm going to enter the beta after that, and everything you see is going to be in the beta, so great powers are going to work differently. Yeah, I guess we should be doing religious war on these guys. It's once again show superiority, or actually it's not. It's for a province. So Chet Urgiz has got 2 tiny boys. They're allied to Chishmi rival Warlords County. Of course. Everyone knows this country from history, right? We've all learned it. And Turye. Yeah, I think we can't do the multiple annexations here anymore with the +20, because expansion into the steppes was -50 cost and antagonism, whereas this is +20. So yeah, it's gonna have to be slow. And then we hit freaking Fergana and their entire family right here of 1 trillion vassals. Yeah, I don't know how it'll be fighting these guys, but we'll see. We'll see if we even go there. Another thing, dude, I almost forgot. Another thing. Colonization continues, baby. Colonization continues. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Okay, I've started 5 colonies, I think, or 4. Wait, which ones am I doing? That one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, these are all 4 I can do. I can't do anything else, I don't think. Yeah. But we do need to hit Georgia again. Because we are interested in this, these guys are their tributary, as well as these guys, and Tarki, and a little bit of Georgian land. We pretty much want to take everything right here, along with this. So if we hit whoever this is, Alexeyevka, Galicia, Serbia, and Romania come in, which is going to be quite annoying, man. Last time these guys in Romania came in, it was a pain in the ass. I did eventually white piece them, but Georgia is like really annoying to fight. You guys know last time I white pieced them. Only a couple of forts to take right here, but it is going to be show superiority. I do have less vassals now, so Georgia can inflict less damage on, you know, small stacks and stuff like that. And then, of course, I want to do Kiev as well. They're actually kind of easier than Georgia, or maybe Romania directly. Nah, that doesn't make sense. That makes the least sense. Crimea is a Galicia vassal. Gazaria is a Georgia subject, of course, which brings in all of these guys. So much pain. Chernihiv, Bulgaria, Lithuania, Volhynia. Yeah, these alliances are, man. Ugh. We do have a little bit of land in Ruthenia. I never planned to actually expand into there. Pontic Steppe is still my primary focus for this down here, because more sea access, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I do go for another horde first, honestly. Chet Urgis County over here is, yeah, I do want to get into Kipchak, man. Dasht-e Kipchak right here. Parliament has come around, which means we can finally get another cabinet seat. There's monopolized trade routes, ask for law changes, and that was distribution of power to governing Senate. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, you technically get 2 cabinet slots when you form Russia, which is nice. Obviously, 1 from Empire, 1 from this, and I didn't even know this. Also, yeah, let's conquer Karelia and Kola, man. Why the frick not? Novgorod's been there this whole time. Let's just wipe them out, and then we can, you know, just colonize some more, right? Yeah, frick it. Enough worrying about the borders, man. That was only during part 1 and 2, focusing on these 3 because this is what you need to conquer to form Russia, so it's, you know, not that optimal to conquer anything else, but now we just don't give a frick, do we? Yeah, I'll fight Novgorod. Can we get a CB on them? No, we gotta wait for Parliament. That's fine. Also, dude, expand into the steppes was such a fast CB to get. It took 3 months. Religious war, 25 months. And best part is, Chet Urgis doesn't have any forts. Neither does their boys. Whoa! We can marry our heir here, Stanislava, to the Crown Prince of Biz. And Biz is actually having a good game. What about Georgia, though? Oh my god. We can link with Biz or Georgia. Us indirectly ruling Constantinople? Oh, wait, but we gotta see if they have kids already, actually. Hold up. So we marry him, Ioannis. He doesn't have kids. Or we marry him, Radomir. He doesn't have kids either. Okay. So his kid along with her, will be the heir to both Russia and whatever. I mean, come on, dude. I know Georgia's right there, and from an, you know, geopolitical expansionist border protection playthrough style, it makes more sense for us to go for Georgia. But it's biz! It's the city of the world's desire. It only legitimizes our claim as the third Rome, which of course we can't do because the original one, or I guess the second one, still exists. But yeah. This is so lucky, actually, that we got both of these guys. What about Chernihiv? We can link up with Chernihiv too. That would be the funniest. I think, how many people would unsubscribe if I married him? Probably a lot, but I'm gonna marry him. So if you're not subscribed, you better do it right now. There we go. PU on biz, baby. I like that. Now, to establish even better relations between the two most powerful Orthodox countries, well, realistically, these are the two most powerful Orthodox countries, but it's biz. Let's cement an alliance. Who are they also allied to? Oh, they have 18 different allies, dude. They're like the Hungary, Serbia, Galicia, and Romania. Okay, no one's touching them. I really want to go for freaking, we can't even build that up into a city. We should have another local governor now, shouldn't we? We don't. Oh, we just can't build them. But, or can we? Yeah, we can put down another one. We just don't have enough gold. Just let me build it, man. Find the gold afterwards, yo. I've been waiting for confessionalism. Even though the local governor is in artillery or whatever, in confessionalism, we have, look, another unique one. Fort maintenance, more cultures capacity, tax stuff, trade stuff. And then over here on this side, Supreme Court, the gov reform, cabinet seat is down here. Yeah, let's pick up. It's gonna take us below 0 again. Hopefully we can't get time of troubles twice. Let's stab max for a little bit. We'll get out of it quickly. Okay, let's do research. First we want the cabinet seat. Then we want, what do we want then? Then the gov reform, crown power, Supreme Court, and legitimization of power. Then we want pop conversion. Okay, we got that. Down here we don't really care that much. Let's pick up the fort maintenance, cultures capacity, tax, and trade. Yeah, but three unique government reforms in Russia, man. It is pretty powerful. We got the Tsardom, obviously. We got the universal, well, not that one. This one, that one, that one. Yeah, very cool. I wonder if there's anything else that's popped up. We should probably pick up some religious stuff, if I'm being honest. I'll do it as soon as I annex the vassals, but yeah, nothing else. If you see the key, let me know, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, this one is the one we don't really care about anymore, at least. Improve with Kazani a bunch. Let's do Bulgar as well. I'll end up accepting both of these, honestly. I wonder if we can do something else, maybe, at this point. Palatskian, we still can't do. Mongolian, way too expensive. Misha, not that expensive, yeah. Okay, got a CB on Chet Urgiz. Alright, loans have also finally been paid off. There's religious war on Chet Urgiz. Hopefully we can full annex them. Alright, I think that's a full annex on the Chet Urgiz County. Right? Let's see. Yeah, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna hit these guys one by one because, like I said, now it's mega aggressive expansion and I don't really want all of the hordes to friggin' coalition. We already got 10 of them here. So that's why I'll give it a break on them for a little bit because Parliament is here. And guess what Parliament means? That's right. Finally wiping out Novgorod and expanding into Karelia and Kola. Yes, I am gonna fight Sweden for like 3 locations. We got the Nogai culture here as well. How expensive is that to accept? Uzbek we're definitely gonna have to do if we push that far. Alright, got a CB on Novgorod, upgraded my army, which I didn't do earlier because, time of troubles. Why are they allied to forgot? Really? Really? You frickers! They've allied for Ghana, dude, and there's 16 vassals. Oh my god. Wait, who the hell? Oh my god, I inherited some vassals, didn't I? No, yeah, I did. I did these 2 tiny... Fine. Will these guys accept being full annexed that fast, is my question. They're gonna have to, or else I'm gonna turn my back and fight for Ghana. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, okay. My guy died. She's in charge. Crown Prince Konstantin Palaiologos, the heir to Russia and some other stuff, but that's because his grandpa is still alive. Yes, okay, so he needs to die, then he needs to die, then we get biz. Alright, not even piecing the rest of these assholes out. There's just a piece out on Novgorod, and that's all mine. Perfect. In the meantime, colonies have finished up, so we are gonna create new colonial charters, I guess, wherever we can. Perfect. Am I doing everything? I don't think I'm doing everything. Yeah, Russia is literally the only country we're doing so much expansion with that we don't care about, coalitions and stuff. Who could forget? Inner Anus Karelia. Yeah, I remember that from my Sweden playthrough. Bremen? Really? Come on, man. Bremen, what the frick are you doing colonizing Kola, broski? Alright, we're actually running quite a lot of colonies over there, but we can progress over on this side as well with that one and that one. Perfect. Maybe more? Which one? This one. Okay, we gotta do these like one by one. Okay. By the way, down here, we can't colonize this. It's all like deserts and impassable terrain and stuff like that. So yeah, we are currently doing Siberia or whatever it is. Yeah, West Siberia technically, and Scandinavia. Okay, I'm actually gonna lay off of these dudes for a while, and whenever our truce is up, either we do Georgia or any of these guys, depending on alliances, or a quick in and out versus Sweden right here. Yeah, just Karelia and Kola, man. Also, yes, we are annexing these two subjects, but as we can see, it'll take quite a while because I'm not, diplomaxing. What? Who are these people, dude? Oh, I've, the Lipinians? I think I've technically vassalized these guys somehow because, well, they're my tributaries or something. Because I colonized that? Where's, like, cancel tributary or whatever? Well, we can't. At least not right now. Yeah. Enforced by a truce. I wonder how I got them then if it's enforced by a truce. Were they like Novgorod's guys or something? Yeah. Yeah, there is pop base. Yeah, it's just these tiny guys over here. Some more people over here in the, in the middle and in the, east. And then obviously we got the Sami and the Karelians. Another cabinet seat. Yeah, what are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Now we got this parliament right here. I'm debating on actually waiting to finish the colonization of everything right here to then fight these guys, because if I just fight them now, they could still colonize and I'll end up having to fight them again. Right when I'm doing this, Denmark and Norway and freaking whoever, the Teutons, everyone's getting involved right here. So Kola and Karelia are about to become an absolute mess. We're gonna have to do quite a lot of wars over there. There's no really strict conquest goal for this campaign, boys. As we can see, as you guys can see, we're just rolling along, doing whatever, right? Also, someone said they changed the color of Ming in 1.3 to red. No, this is the Ming color. Everyone knows this is the Ming color. I'm gonna have to inspect that for myself when I get the beta, but yeah. Do I just do nothing right now, or do I go in on these guys and wrap it up right here? I think I will. But actually, we don't need parliament for these guys. Yeah, I just need conquer the steppes, so let's try and find promote integration process, which we don't have. Okay, a CB on these guys has been acquired. We'll need to pull up a couple of merc companies for this, which of course, no, not that. These guys are pretty expensive, but damn, they're big. Hell yeah. All right, looking at the gov reforms right here, we do actually have a free one that I'm gonna take, which, it's free, so might as well. It's this one. I think it's a unique Russian one as well. Or maybe Slavic, I don't know. And after that, I'm just gonna take the cultures capacity because we're not actively converting anyway, and we got +2 from here as well, so we'll have 7. So that'll enable us to maybe accept something big like, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and declare. I forgot we were supposed to do this. Okay, just paid Romania and Serbia to leave, so they're out. It's just Georgia. We're chugging along so hard, dude. They keep hiring so many mercenaries. These guys, which I thought were gonna be in the war, aren't, so that's why I actually got a CB on them. So I don't technically have to fight, there we go, I just declared. So I don't technically have to fight Georgia twice. So we're pretty close to piecing out in this war. I just need to get this fort, which is really annoying. And then, we'll continue along with these other guys, but let's pick this up right here because I forgot where's the, that's all I want, just the cultures. We've been getting decent war score during this war. It's just, I gotta keep everyone together is the thing. And I did get beaten up a couple of times myself as well. Oh, there we go. We actually got it. Okay, they are willing to accept this. I should probably peace out these guys first, though. Actually, I'll peace out now because Georgia's beating my ass. I wonder if they'll end up... Oh, now they won't accept. Now they will, though, because the battle is over. Okay, that's all of the North Caucasus. I wonder if Georgia insta-rejoins this or not. Okay, Georgia, in fact, did not insta-rejoin this, so there we go. Oh, we're finally done. Yep, that's as far as I want to go right here, man. I know we haven't really been following along with region or area thingies for that matter, which we always do, but, you know, it kind of makes sense for us to stop right here at the Caucasus, right? So that's why I took Shirvan. Also, I find it weird that this is a part of this. If this was a part of this and it ended right here, I'd be much more content, but it is what it is. I'm not going to divvy it up by locations. Cool. We've just taken all of that over. Aggressive expansion, really not that bad. Now it's time to go back home and chill a bit. Let's see how our colonization is progressing over here. It's absolutely disgusting. Freaky border gore. Can we continue along this way? I don't even see it. Yeah, this is literally, Dudinka is literally the only one we can do. Great, so with this cola thing, I'm gonna have to fight Denmark. I'm gonna have to fight Gelders. Oh, wonderful, the HRE. I'm gonna have to fight the Teutons. Sweden. Norway. Literally, why did everyone decide to do it at the same time? Maybe they just got their advances so they can go around, you know, the entirety of Scandinavia, but... it's like I started a fad. Okay, so the game is actually building a local governor for me in Smolensk right now, which I don't want it there. I want it, frick, dude. The only place I actually want it, I can't build it. There's not enough gold. I can't be bothered to import manually. Really, I want it in Astrakhan. Maybe in Sarai too, can we build it up? Yes, we can. Well, we're done with everything here. This is impassable. I guess we'll deal with that. Well, we can deal with it now, technically. Denmark is just Denmark with a million colonial guys, but it's just this. Frick it. I'll do it. Why not? Okay, let's grab this from Denmark. In the meantime, what I'm doing is spying on the rival warlords county over here to take this. That's it. Obviously, I knew this war was going to go this way. Okay, we just have to wait for parliaments on all of these. Well, actually, no, we don't. It's religious war, but we can't get a war score with religious war, so I do have to use claims. Except for Sweden, I guess. You know, I know everything is like transliterated or whatever you call it. Basically, everyone is called their name in their own language, especially the locations. But I've never seen the Russian I. Like, how are you gonna swap straight up from the Cyrillic? It's just... ooh. There we go. Much better. Oh, subject annexed after a very long time. Nice. 8 years left on these guys, unless we diplomax, which I guess we will. Now it's 5 years. Oh, St. Basil's Cathedral. All right, we got a CB on a funny name, guys. Let's fight them. They don't even have any forts or nothing. Okay, there's a full annex, and we'll take care of these guys too. Both of these tiny guys are actually my vassals, which is pretty funny. But let's rival the Ottomans. Okay, what's happening with Biz? I actually want to know. So the old guy is still alive. Yep. Okay, and. Irene. Why is she... what about me? Oh, wait. Constantine? What do I have? I have cognatic primogeniture. What do they have? They got Byzantine succession. That's right. So, yeah. Actually, we're not going to get these guys as junior partners because his big sister is going to be Empress of Byzantium. Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's whatever. Okay, Fergana and friends are getting pretty mad at me, so... I wouldn't want... well, it doesn't matter if they all coalition me. It's still all the same guy when you think about it. It's basically Fergana. So yeah, annexing these guys. Clean up the border a little bit over here. Not even gonna lie. Maybe we'll fight these guys, but let's focus on the west a little bit. Doing a bunch of siege artillery stuff right now. There's actually like really, really good stuff over here. Hey, I thought the other local governor is here. No, that's in Age of Absolutism. That's in Military Revolution, right? No? Where the hell is the other local governor? So it is here. I just keep forgetting where it is, dude. Have they moved it? I swear there was another local governor here. Maybe not. Oh well. Alright, but we do got quite a lot of culture's capacity. We should definitely accept Bulgar right here. I know it's super cheap for us because we improved. I guess not super cheap, but yeah. Makes sense to accept it. We'll do Kazani for sure as well. Okay, I'm thinking about a quick in and out on the Teutons right here. The problem is, yeah, they're in the HRE. Which means they'll bring in Austria, which means Austria will bring in Hungary, Bohemia, Saxony, and the Palatinate. I don't know if they'll be able to get through. The Teutons will for sure, but how quickly will they give it up? They should give it up pretty quickly. Ah, frick it, let's do it. Let's get these guys up here. There we go. Don't zoom in on the army when I click on it. Guess I haven't clicked on it. Yeah, just spent 10 minutes trying to get these guys up here. What? The Salt Riot? What the hell is this? Salt tax exemptions. Frick no. Oh, the game actually built one for me right here. A local governor. Which is... yeah, that one's okay-ish as well. And there we go, the big guy has been annexed. Only these two tiny guys to go, and these guys, and we'll have at least somewhat respectable borders, but... frick me. Let's stop diplomaxing. Continuing our colonization over here, Dudinka is done. Let's do this one as well. So yeah, you can only do adjacent, so that's why we're gonna do this one, then this one, then this one, then that way. I don't know how far we're gonna go, we'll see. But after this one, actually, there's a lot to unlock down here in, these areas or whatever. Honestly, I gotta say, I quite like the pace of Russia, man. And, you know, you guys know I don't like rush anything. This has probably been my most conquest-focused campaign. I don't think I've ever created a country bigger than this in EU5, but also so many wars where we take so much. That's the thing. And I think the pace, even with my playstyle, which is slow, you know, a lot of players can have this 100 years earlier, maybe even more. Yeah, I quite like this pace, man, because it's 1622, you know, you're still chugging along this way. There's still stuff over here to be conquered. I don't know if you go by, like, I don't know, get this or whatever, and then, you know, half of Khorasan or something, and then if you want to push into Manchuria, Mongolia, all of Khorasan, maybe these guys right here, maybe this, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, and colonization is decently fast. I haven't been, like, focusing on it or anything. There's no cabinet action, which I really think there should be. I think Russia, with all of these cabinets, you should be able to do the thing the African guys do. Maybe, you know, in the age of absolutism, it should even be able to colonize by area or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but right now, just gathering up some money for mercs. If not, I'll just take out loans. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, let's get these guys over here. And then, at the same time, I'm currying favors with Biz to make them break the alliance with Romania, to go in on Romania and take everything they have in the Pontic Steppe. But yeah, let's hit the Teutons. Almost forgot about that. Wait, why the hell am I fighting Sweden? Were they really allied? I didn't even notice that. Hey, wait, Austria's not even in. What? Okay, so I did actually end up paying Sweden to leave right here because, you know, they brought in a pretty big army and they did catch me off guard, not gonna lie, destroyed my navy as well. But we got a decent bit of war score on the Teutons, man. I'm gonna take everything that they have up in Kola, and actually, I'm also gonna take this little bit right here that they have in Ruthenia, because, you know, why not? There are no expansion goals anymore. So there we go. There's our war with the Teutons done. I will face Sweden, obviously, on my own terms. They are pretty tough, not gonna lie. Gelre right here, it's just a bunch of Hansa guys, and then we got Norway right here, which maybe we could even offer to buy this or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But as long as France doesn't come in, we're good. I actually did end up calling Biz into this war after the fact, but they didn't really do anything. They couldn't even get here. But yeah, right now things aren't that bad, man, with aggressive expansion or anything like that. We still got a truce with these guys over here, which will help us clean up the borders. These guys we're improving relations with. Pretty soon we'll be able to annex them. And yeah, I guess Romania or Kiev or maybe even Chernihiv right here would be next. These guys are the easiest technically, so yeah. In fact, I might as well get a CB on them now, man. I might as well get a CB on them now. All right, just accepted Mongolian and Kazani. Yeah, very nice, very nice. You know, I actually noticed that these guys over here are our vassals somehow as well. I'm actually not really interested in expanding down here for this campaign. I'll keep them around, but we probably got them when we full annex someone. I don't know. Okay, well, we're not doing anything. Let's take care of Chernihiv right here. We should be able to beat them before Bulgaria even comes in. Very nice. And one of our little subjects right here has been annexed. Just these guys to go. Okay, how long is our truce with these guys? 2 more years. Down here, in the meantime, I was thinking of making Biz break the alliance with Romania, man, but I can't actually get more favors than that, so... I don't know. How annoying is this gonna be to push into? It's literally one fort after the other, after the other, after the other, huh? Yeah, and I guess we want to get to, like, over here. Yeah, we'll do it, maybe. I guess after this. And our other vassal has been annexed. I plan to annex these two guys if we do end up bordering them as well. Wait, how can I get expansion into the steppes on these guys? What? I thought it was only for the Pontic Steppe. Is it literally, like, terrain-based? Does it literally have to be a steppe? No, what? What constitutes a steppe? Yeah, why can I get it on these guys, but I couldn't on any other guys? In that case, while we're waiting on the CB, I'll actually go in on Lithuania to take a little bit of stuff that they have in Ruthenia right here. Okay, this is all I want, really, from them. Nice. Okay, now it's these guys' turn. There we go. I'm glad we got this CB, man. Obviously, with this CB, I wish they had allies. Nice, another quick cleanup job right here. There we go. Finally, borders are, you know, sort of established between us and another, you know, proper country or domain or whatever you want to call it. Colonization is almost wrapped up, so pretty soon we can continue on down here and over this way. That's in sort of this region right here. We're doing West Siberia. We're pretty far in that way as well. Man, I wonder, can we get... Yeah, see, we can't get expand into the steppes. Oh, well, on some of these we can, though. Okay, so on these guys, on Turgay, we can't. But on these northern guys, we can. What's the difference? Maybe West Siberia guys as well? Okay, these guys are proper in West Siberia. Huh. So it worked here, and it works here. Interesting, because like that, dude, we could get an actual CB on, well, I guess it matters where their capital is, doesn't it? We can get, like, expand into these steppes on these guys, which of course will extend to Fergana. Oh, what the... I didn't even want to do it, though. I genuinely didn't want to do it. You know, it's like, I was just theorizing. I was just theorizing. Oh my god. That's insane. Okay, well, don't get your hopes up. We're not fighting these guys. Let's focus on what we actually wanted to focus. Let's get these guys back home and fight the European guys. Jesus. I mean, well, rival Norway will fight them anyway. Well, actually, the passive conversion is way better than I thought it'd be. Yeah, we have converted quite a lot to Orthodox. I just never pay attention to this. I know some of my guys are doing it sometimes, but yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that. Dude, I just noticed the freaking Golden Horde kinda still exists. This is crazy. I never even noticed them. Okay, well, this is gonna be an easy one. Yeah, let's do that. I can actually get expansion into the steppes on them. Okay, new colonies over here and over here are up and running, so our expansion into West Siberia continues. Yeah. How many people live here? Not that much. Not that much. A lot of people live here. We officially made it to the age of absolutism, where we're gonna go with admin focus, and it's time for the most exciting part of the game, me getting court and country. Okay, dude, we went through the time of troubles. This is gonna be no problem. Literally only the burghers are gonna be mad a little bit, but everything else we're chilling with. Yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. We're just gonna go heavy liberalism, and yeah, we're gonna chill. Okay, but since I am kind of passively gaining favors with Biz, I think I am gonna wait to make them break the alliance with Romania. And instead, maybe it's time we go in on Kiev. We can call these guys in with favors. Not that it matters too much. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get a CB on Kiev right here. Really time to clean up the borders once and for all. Fabricate CB on this right here. And I'll literally take as much as we can, primarily over in the Pontic steppe, but you know, depending on aggressive expansion, we'll see. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of stuff here that we need to take, but yeah, if we can push up all the way till here, I'd be very satisfied. Okay, but in the meantime, obviously, it hasn't been just expanding, boys. It's not like I'm doing a lot of infrastructure manually, but our modern road network is looking pretty good, man. Obviously, we're so huge that we can't really focus up on this, but decent control everywhere we got, you know, local governors and stuff like that. We still only got 2, right? Yeah, we only got 2. Yeah. So we're chilling on that front as well. I feel like our core is pretty powerful, man. It's pretty powerful. I wonder what our tax base is. Look at this. This big-ass dip over here was when freaking second wave of Black Death hit us or whatever it was. But we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Just insulting Kiev right now because we got pretty good relations. But yeah, I think it's time to go in. Just gonna gather up a bit more cash to get a big merc stack or 2 up, and we go in. All right, armies are in position. Kiev is allied to Crimea, which I'm gonna try and full annex as well. There we go. There's our declaration. And, you know, I am gonna call in Biz. I don't know if they can make it over here or not. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, the biggest problem here is obviously the insane amount of forts that we have to face, but it is what it is. Okay, we are actually progressing pretty well right here. It's just that the merc spam is, I don't even need to say anything about that, I think. Why can't I? Oh, what are they? Oh, dude, they're a vassal of Galicia, so we can't actually do anything with Crimea. Wait, we can't even separate peace them though, but Galicia isn't in. What? How do I... Yeah, on what basis are these guys actually helping? They can't be separate peace. It's fine. Okay, so what I actually need right here, I guess, in the main peace deal. Yeah, I can piece them out in the main peace deal, but dude, we can take so little. We can actually take so little. Maybe if we don't take anything from Crimea right here. Let's see. Yeah, like this we can do more. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Yeah, not that much more, but yeah, I guess we could try and go for this. That's not a lot at all. I did also pull out the levies after a very long time. Oh yeah, and Court and Country started. It's whatever. I obviously went liberalism, didn't want to lose mega stability. No joke, one of the most unenjoyable wars I've done in a while. It's just the merc spam, which I'm also doing, by the way. I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it because, well, that's how, you know, the merc stuff works right now. It's been going on for so long, dude. Only 44% war score. We're like barely pushing in 1 trillion different forts. I literally just recalled Biz into the war after they were pieced out, so I don't know. I'm already committed. I'm gonna keep pushing. We can take whatever. I don't know. They're willing to accept. I'm piecing out. So lame, dude. So lame. Actually, so lame. But it's gonna be like this with these guys as well. How many favors do I got with Biz? I'm not fighting 1 million troops, dude. No way. 36. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I was gonna say I'd rather fight Fergana and Ming. That's. I straight up just lied right there. Well, I was gonna, but yeah, oh. And you know, the crazy part is you have to do it, man. You have to merc spam yourself as well, because if you don't, even if you got a big-ass professional army, granted, mine is very small. I need to double or triple up, right? But even if you do that, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna back it up with levies this time, it doesn't matter. Theirs are infinite. These AIs, man, you can't really see it here because, or does it say? It doesn't say how much they got in the treasury, unlike in EU4 if you take a look at countries. But they've got hundreds of thousands in the treasury. They can keep getting mercs infinitely, dude, infinitely. And you know, if you're just fighting guys that aren't, you know, aren't adding anything to the manpower or to the population itself, it doesn't matter. And sure, of course, you know, by hiring so many mercs, they do start losing money. The guys that you fight, probably, not sure. I mean, you'd assume with the amount of merc stacks they hire, it's just, it doesn't cost them anything but money. And like I said, they got 100,000 in the bank, man. It's nothing to them. They can run it for so long. But there we go. We've actually taken quite a bit of land right here. Obviously, we still don't have the entirety of the Pontic Steppe. More expansion over in this direction continues. You know, we've established a bunch of new colonies. You can see them right here. How are we over here? Yeah, still can't go there. So over here, it's pretty chill, but yeah, Jesus, I do not want to do that again, man. I do not want to do that again, and I have to fight all of these. What is this? How many guys are here? What? Is this the entire HRE? No, probably what's going on is actually, yeah, the wars of religion, and it's actually happening. I mean, you know, you fight the League. Yeah, and Gelry is in the Catholic League, so I fight literally every yellow guy if I want to fight Gelry. I've decided, I don't want to fight Gelry. No way, dude. Okay, let's make some money and build some things, man. Enough warmongering, Jesus. What's our population looking like? 19.46 million. We're probably the second most populous country in the world. Yeah. Almost in the great powers too. Yeah, you probably need to form like markets over here in Siberia or something. Truth be told, we really need a market like up here. But there's just, yeah, what would be a good place for it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. I think the wars of religion have started. Oh, and actually Austria already has 100% on Bohemia. What? I mean, yeah, when it... Wait. Oh, that's casualties. Okay, I'm looking at different things. Yeah, how do they already have 100%, dude? I guess because there's so few of them, or maybe not. Yeah, obviously this is great for me because, I'm just selling mill access to everyone, so... Yeah. Yeah, how do they already have 100%? It started 4 years ago. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, what? So we have formed a union with Biz, but it's like... It's like way later than I thought it'd be. Yeah, Basilius Constantine the 12th is also our ruler. But who? Father. Mother. Yeah, I thought we'd get the chick. I guess this is her brother or something, man. Damn. The Russian Byzantine Union. Obviously, I'm more powerful. Yeah, I can outvote Biz in anything, but this won't really matter. We're pretty close to wrapping it up anyway, and we are already allied. They already help us, so yeah, it's cool that we have it. That does mean Romania is solo right now. Are they involved? They're also involved in this, huh? When do we get parliament? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, they're already busy with a lot of stuff. You see, I can see all of this pretty much. I think I can see it because Biz can see it, right? Yeah. Now, obviously, in this timeline, yeah, that's what we want to do. All right, annexing these tiny guys. Meanwhile, this is how far we've gotten with colonization, and the conversion of stuff to Orthodox is really good. Yeah, culture obviously not that much, but yeah, we're accepting a lot of this. I mean, you can tell what's our core and what isn't. And guys, I think there's literally no way to play Atoll Russia, man. Atoll. Not really at all. I don't think there's a way to play Russia like where you focus on making everything your core and stuff like that. It's just you're doing so much expansion. You're so huge already. We're about a third of what, maybe even a quarter of what, you know, you eventually want to become as Russia. There's just, you can't convert all of that. You need to be like a cultural hegemon all the time, I think, to be able to assimilate area, which even that doesn't help that much. It's all right, but it won't help you that much. Obviously, that ain't happening if China exists. Well, if someone unified China, yeah, and then you need, obviously, to get the absolutism to be able to integrate area as well. And after this, you only got one more age. So, yeah, I don't know. Can you own, like, I don't know, all of this right here and make it all integrated? This is definitely, man, by far the biggest country we've created in EU5. Yeah, I guess it's just conquest isn't that bad when you, you know, when you don't gotta worry about coalitions and when you have those steppe CBs. And obviously, man, even with so much unintegrated lands that we had, not in this video that much, but in the last one, and it causing really not that much problems. Russia is definitely, man, the best country for expansion that I've found so far in EU5. Lots of fun. I'll definitely be playing it again, maybe even this year. All right, but now that the War of Religions is done, man, taking a look at Gelre right here. Yeah, Austria won't even come in, so it's just them and a bunch of small guys. Yes, we can still have mega merc spam, but I think it'll be chill now because, well, it's just this, isn't it? It's just these two, and because they're forts, we'll get more war score. Everyone is pretty far away. They might not even be able to come here. All right, colonies have been created literally everywhere that we can, which is very nice. We're doing like this entire place right now. Ah, they made it here. Good thing the war is done. Also, I was reading a little bit about Muscovy and the start and all of that in EU5, and apparently you can diplo-vassalize quite a lot of guys at the start, which I didn't even, you know, look at. Oh, we can finally actually explore some things over here, which is cool. Oh, a lot of it is like corridors here as well. I didn't even notice that. We're actually spending almost 600 ducats now on colonization. But what else are we gonna do? And there's an end of court and country. Finally. Accepted a Bashkir culture as well. Had a little room, so we got a bunch of cores over here. Pretty cool. Yeah, look at all of the colonies that we're doing, man. And now let's start one here. You know, we neglected a lot of stuff earlier on, man, in the age of discovery related to colonization, which is honestly almost all of it. We don't need exploration progress, for example, but I don't know, where are there actually good things here for us? No, maybe it's in the Age of Information? In New World? No, that's confessionalism. Well, that's global trade. Well, I don't know where it is, but there are a bunch of boosts to colonization. I just haven't picked them up, which obviously it makes sense to pick them up as Russia. Colonial range. No, we don't need that. In the meantime, let's establish seniority over Biz. Hey, we explored this little bit right here. Nice. Cool. We've established seniority over Biz, so it's officially the Russian Union. Let's do unified succession law. We will get them out of Byzantine succession like that, but frick it. I'm mad that this big-ass hole isn't filled in. It is impassable, but... the flu and smallpox at the same time. Sure. You know what? Sure. And you know, I thought they would have fixed this in the 1.3 beta, but they actually didn't. Well, yet, at least. Well, just lost, like, a lot of people on that. I think a pretty nice and chill way to round it off. You know, we've done so much warmongering, so much conquest, and right now, man, I'm just chilling, watching my country grow, watching us make money and lose money temporarily at certain points, obviously, just colonize. We're doing 1 million colonies at the same time. We're, yeah, spending 650 ducats a month just on colonization. When did I get a loan? What the frick? Let's do unified treasury. Obviously exploring more. Oh, unique event for a new legal law. Nobles and clergy satisfaction, centralization, serfdom. What do we have in legal law right now? No, that's the legal code, right? Yeah, that's it. So we got this right now. Is it a buffed version of it? Kinda, without the estate satisfaction. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Picked this up for this. Really, man, I just don't get it. How are we so weak on the great powers rank as Russia? I'm actually being threatened, and I could lose my senior partner status. It's not. Biz isn't more powerful than us, man. Game, you know it, bro. You know it's not more powerful than me. I'm better than all of these guys, except for Ming, honestly. Like, I can't wait for the new the great power system, man. But even then, actually, we would... Nah, I don't know. It's because I got... What do I got? Let me guess. Smallpox again. Yeah, excellent. All right, folks. So this video is long enough, and we're about to wrap it up right here. But why not go out with a bang? Because what I've just noticed is the Great Ming doesn't want to defend Fergana. And I got expansion into the steppes. In this war, we can take all of this. Pretty much. Yeah, just gotta pay these guys and these guys to leave as soon as possible. And, you know, with the no forts here, easy. Boom. There's our declaration. All right, we're immediately at war. Let's send these guys down here. Probably gonna get destroyed. Doesn't matter. These guys can go right into the fort. And then I got the south guys ready to actually focus siege everywhere. Or do we want them to focus siege everywhere? We don't want them to focus siege everywhere. Let's focus on Turgay and these guys and these guys and these guys and these guys first. And there we go. This is funny. Because there's no forts, dude, and they didn't merc spam. Yeah, such an easy war, dude. We literally wiped the floor with these guys. I didn't white piece Noga and these guys. I paid them to leave, but that's fine. We'll pay off the loans, but yeah. Okay, good thing Ming didn't come in. We would have done this way earlier probably if we could catch them without Ming. I just randomly clicked on them. It's not like I was planning to fight them. I wasn't. I was just chilling and colonizing. But yeah, very nice. Let's see what we can do. And we can do all of this. I don't know how we're not fighting some of these guys, if I'm being honest. Actually, I am fighting them. But why can't I take that then? Invalid target. Why invalid target? Let me see. Are they not in the steppes? It doesn't tell me why some of these guys... Oh, actually, now I know why. They were they rebellions? Or something? I don't know, but there we go. There's our peace out, man. There we go. There's our peace out. Cool. Well, a lot better boars. I was hoping we could take this. I don't know why we couldn't take this. We do have a truce with them, right? Yeah, we do. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is a pretty good time to leave it off for this campaign, man. We've been playing for quite a while. We did a third episode as well, which I wasn't really planning on doing, but there we go. And, you know, by 1682, we are honestly looking pretty good, dude. We are honestly looking pretty good. Colonization obviously is continuing over on this side. Mega control over on this side. Got Byzantium as a junior partner, which I could lose, obviously. Losing money right now because, you know, we're doing some things, but otherwise we're super, super rich. Crazy, government reforms right here. And honestly, overall, such a super fun game, man, especially with all this expansion and with not caring. Oh, there we go. This is literally one of the only coalitions I've had, and it's literally just one country in. But yeah, Russia, man, I can't believe and Muscovy too, I guess. I can't believe we waited to play it so long. Honestly, I thought it would go as fast as other countries do, and you know, by 1682, we just end up being this big. But man, with the expansion you can do with these guys, it's honestly pretty crazy. So yeah, for those of you that have watched all 3 episodes, man, or even just this one, thank you so much for tuning along. Tuning in and watching along. I really do appreciate it. Like I said a couple of times, there are still some major guys that we need to do that we haven't done, such as Prussia, for example, the Mamluks, Persia or something like that. I think those would be really cool for longer playthroughs like this. But maybe next week we'll give it a rest a little bit and just do random one-offs, because this is the third kind of this is the third longer playthrough that we've done in a row, and I'd just rather get back into some goofy, smaller playthroughs, just at least for a little bit. But yeah, thank you so much for watching along, man. Let me know if you do want to see those guys that I just mentioned. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know that you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you want to see some 1.3 beta playthroughs or something like that. But yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.